Hey guys, I'm Chopper and welcome to the Chop Shop.
Alright guys, so you can see the tank partying in the background in the sun. Now it's time to get started on the guard.
Yeah, done. Now I'm only going to paint strip a portion at a time, because if I do the whole lot, like the tank, it starts to dry and then reset. So I'm going to do about 4 to 5 inches sections at a time and see how that works for me. One other thing is, when you're going through the clear, make sure you hit colour, as I did. Bit of red in there. That's the way I know should be successful this time, unlike that bloody tank. Here goes nothing. Hands and eye protection at all times, guys. Stay, you do. Let's see if that works. It's been barely 2 minutes and it's working like a charm. Sand the bloody hard clear off first. Jeez, I'm a bloody dope. This has made life so much easier. It's been a few minutes now. Just starting to react here. Just starting to react on the silver down here. If that's normal, I don't know. But I don't think so. I mean, it's barely doing a reaction on this side. I'll paint up a bit more on it. I'm just scrubbing the other side with steel wool like I did with the tank. It's probably been about 3-4 minutes since the first application. Let's wait a few more minutes. So I'm just warming up this guard as we're running low on daylight. And I'm just going to hit it with a bit of etch primer. Another all-day task. One guard done. Just want to cover it up so it doesn't get any flash rust in there. See, I've done the tank and the front fender. It's onto the rear fender. Got some new paint stripper, something that should work a little bit quicker and faster. Just got to clean it up, strip off the tail lights and the wiring and the rubber protective pad, and we'll strip it down and get the paint stripped. So I've stripped it all down. I've done it on time lapse, but I didn't know time lapse only goes for so long. It's all stripped down, just got to give it a clean. I'm going to give it a bit of a scuff up with some paper, and then I'm going to hit it with the new paint stripper I've purchased today. Just drying it off. As most paint strippers are. Water, or what do you call it? Deactivated by water. Neutralised, I should say. Just gonna let that sit in the sun for a minute. Warm up. And time to hit a paint stripper. I just spent 5 minutes in the garage, walking around, looking for another paintbrush that I was carrying around in my fucking hand. Can't believe it. So this is a brand that I've previously been using, which I believe to be out of date because it doesn't even have a smell to it, and the company told me it should smell rather strong. Now Dan from Cafe Racer Garage, if you haven't heard of his channel, go to it. Awesome channel. He's put me onto this. I spent 2 days on my tank with that brand, and I spent all day yesterday on the front fender. I even keyed the fender up with a 120 grit, and it still took me all day. So I'm going to give Septone a go. Let's see how it happens. So I'm just going to start at the rear, small areas at a time, and see how she works. Oh, this stuff smells strong already. It's already reacting. Oh, smells like bloody peroxide or something. Today's going to be a quick day of paint stripping. Look at that, straight through to the bare metal already. I can't believe that's about 5 minutes. This took all day yesterday to get that far to bare metal. Oh baby. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's what you want from a paint stripper. You want it to strip itself. Wait, don't you go anywhere. And the reason I chose to go paint stripper instead of just sanding it is mainly for the dust. I don't want to cause a lot of dust here. I've got a huge veggie patch at the back. Last thing I want is paint and whatever else dust all over it. Yeah, I had to do that bogging and that was about it, but that was pretty minor. Most of the bog just hit the deck. Some would have went out there, but just want to keep it that kind of mess down to a minimum. This I can just sweep up all this, just pick it up, put it in a little box and throw it in the bin. The only thing I need to do here, it will be just to key it up a little bit later on for the primer to stick on. I probably won't need to, but I will do it anyway, just to make sure it's all nice and clean. All the other some little specks that might not be coming off. That's all happening. This is so much quicker than that other brand I pointed out earlier. That other brand took me all day. This has been, mate, about 8 minutes of me actually painting it all over, and the other 15 minutes I just went and had a drink of water, played on my phone on Facebook, stirred up a few hornets' nests with my mates, and now I'm just doing a bit of cleaning, and I'll just give it another coat, and I think that'll do it. It's almost there now. It's all just falling off. So I've just given that another liberal coating. I will highly recommend that brand. Awesome stuff. And all those last little bits and pieces should come off quite easily now. Around this side, it's stripped off very well. And I mean, I've only been mucking around with it for about going on 40 minutes. Bit of here, bit of scraping, bit more. I haven't really put a lot of effort into it, whereas the front fender took me all of yesterday with that other brand, and the tank took approximately 2 days to get all the paint off. So Septone, you want a paint strip, I highly recommend it. That's taken me about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours all up to get all this done. I just gave it a bit of a wash. I'm gonna get some sandpaper out and get all the last little bits of dags off. I mean, there is absolutely bugger all left on there. Bit of a walk around. Couple little dags down the bottom corners and that. A little bit on the ledge there. There's a kind of slight little lip there from manufacturing. A little bit down the bottom. Other than that, what a glorious effort. And finally, time to primer it. So here's me bike. That tank is absolute scrap. That's gone. It's twisted. Had a massive dent, caved in, blew it out with compressed air while it was off the frame, and caused the belly of the tank underneath to distort. I tried to reshape it, but the mounting at the front, one's high, one's low, and that same thing at the back, but on the opposite corners. So it's just twisted it, but it looks from on top, it looks fine, just like it needs painting. My plan, I was meant to put it in the first video, but I kind of, I think I deleted that part by accident. It's got the 18-inch APs. Yeah, I know some people say it's controversial. I don't care. That's what I'm using. like there's a color that I got. I'm going to add it to the film at the end. It's going to be the color blue I'm going. I'm thinking to black out the chrome here, keep some chrome, black out the barrels, black and chrome on the front, color code the bars, fishtail exhaust. I'm going to spin that rear exhaust manifold around. I was told you could do it, so I'm going to give it a crack if I can do it, and spit the rear exhaust out the other side and out the back to maybe, I'd say like there, and the front one's going to come out and around, and same thing, fishtail exhaust at the end of the bike. It, like in the name, it says Cholo, Project Cholo. So I'm going for that Mexican theme with the big apes, the long exhaust, the chrome, and the nice paint. So I've got a mural then I'm planning to get done on the tank. I've got a mate of mine who's a wicked airbrusher. So I'm going to hit him up about that. Already have. He's just got to see the picture and we'll work it out, but he said it might be able to do a wrap instead with the same thing and then pinstripe the edges and clear coat the lot. I'm not sure whether I'm keeping the fat front wheel or I'm going to go a skinnier one, but I think I like the fat, and then white wall it and just polish up the chrome as much as I can on the wheels. So that's the walk around of my bike. I just got to rebuild the carbies as they're full of crap. The bike's had around for several years now, so it's only got 28,000 Ks on that motor, so it's a very low K motor. It's got, I think, 160 PSI in the cylinders. Doesn't matter if you've got 80,000 Ks on it. I've had a bike that was, I think it was about 65,000 Ks. It still had 160 PSI in the engine. So top motors, I love them. And see you then. So that's a wrap for episode 2. It was grueling. The tank and the front guard was absolutely nuts. Like I said, I'd like to thank Dan from Cafe Racer Garage for putting me onto a new brand of paint stripper. I had that guard done in like an hour and a half to 2 hours, like completely done in primer with a bit of glide coat. Like the tank took 2 days, like I stated, and the front guard took my whole day yesterday through just a lesser brand, I'd like to say, in a nice way. The bike is sitting here. I'm trying to contemplate what to do next. I think I will take it down and get the tyres taken off and clean the rims up, polish the absolute living crap out of them and put some nice white walls on there. And I'll just wrap them up, put them to the side and get my bike up on a stand so I can do the rest of the detailing of the engine and frame. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.